Hello, it's me, Dua Lipa, and it's that time of the week once again. Welcome to the Departure Lounge YouTube channel with your host, Tom Whittle, your ticket to the home of the fantastic quiz, Quizness Jet, the brilliant Battle of the Liveries, and the manic Model Mania. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight, okay?
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me diamonds out of style!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Battle of the Liveries. Yes, hello, evening to you all. Welcome along to Battle of the Liveries number 5 here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. How are you? Hope you're well. It's going to be an interesting one tonight with a twist, which we'll get to in a second. Did you like the new intro? Did you like the fact that Dua Lipa now introduces the channel? Yes, she does. It's wonderful. It's absolutely fantastic. I'm just going to point it out very quickly. Why wait? You can always leave now and lose 30 more subs if you like. Why wait? So, yes, welcome along to Battle of the Liveries. We have got a triple threat ahead of us this evening. And it should be pretty good. So, first off, I want to bring him on screen because I saw his fucking comment. It is, of course, the angry jock, the bridesmaid that always will never be a bride. It is going to be Rob Brown. Hi, Rob. How are you?
Hello. How's the arse nice and clean there, is it?
Squeaky clean to the point it's fucking red raw.
Porcelain freshly pebble dashed.
Yes. Yeah, I saw. I was just minding my own business. I thought I'll wait for the intro to play, and I saw everyone just going, "Low Rob," and I'm like, "What's he said now?" I'm like, "Of course he said that. Of course he has." So there you go. Deary me. How's your weekend been?
All good. Can't complain.
Good stuff.
On holiday now, so even better.
Good stuff. Now you know about the twist. Without giving away what the twist is, how hard was it to pick your choices tonight?
Trickier than usual. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
A wee bit tricky.
And how confident do you feel with your picks?
Oh, Bridesmaid again.
You're always catching the flowers. You're not the one throwing it.
That's it. Find that flag for the bridesmaids here.
Wonderful. I'll bring you back in a second, but good luck to you. Talking of angry jocks, he's not a jock, but he's looking like a teapot tonight. It is, of course, Jack. Evening to you. How are you?
Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. Yourself?
Yes, I'm very well, thank you. What's the inspiration behind looking like a kettle then?
Captain Jack from 747 yesterday.
It's the wrong kind of hat, really, but But never mind. I'll ask the same question to you. How difficult was it tonight without giving away what the twist is? How difficult was it to pick?
I mean, it was extremely difficult to choose.
Bit different to what we're used to, right?
100%.
Absolutely. I've got to, before I say hello to anybody in the chat, I've got to. Kev says his head probably warmer than the water he used for his pot noodle. You're not far off there, but absolutely. How confident do you feel with your choices?
I'd say very, very confident.
Do you remember the numbers in which you picked them?
You know,
I'll take that as a no. I won't bother asking you anymore. I'll bring you back in a second.
No problem.
And our current champion, who also found it very, very difficult to try and pick the choices for tonight's twist. It's Lewis. How are you?
I was better this morning. Woke up, but yeah.
Let's not talk about it.
Evening all. How are we all? Think so. Let's move on, shall we?
Barring that, how's your weekend been?
Relatively relaxed, yeah, because we weren't, there was no show, so had a bit of a weekend off, so very nice.
Rightly so. Everyone's allowed a week off every now and again. Ain't that right, Wayne?
I'm saying nothing. Do you believe someone was meant to be here?
Yeah. No, 4 days.
I've got the chat evidence as well, by the way.
Yeah.
On the chat of my channel.
Yeah. 4 days, bless him. How confident are you with your choices this evening?
Not as confident as how we would normally do it, without saying what it is. But yeah, it was definitely a tough choice, and it threw me when you sent me the message yesterday of, we're doing it this way. I was like, okay. Right. So, because basically normally what I normally do when I know it's coming up in the days before, I sort of going back on my mind, like, this one's not a bad one to have. I'll put this on the list on the iPhone and all that, and start making a plan. But yeah, this completely threw it. We'll turn. Just thought, okay, right, we'll start again, shall we?
Yes, it's. I suppose it's been a little bit more tricky to find these ones than it would be to go, with what we normally do. It's always a little bit.
I'm interested with the chat response with these. I think with all of ours, no matter, I don't know what others are, but I'm sure with what we go do, it'll be interesting to see whether we're on the same level as everyone else.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. You obviously remember your list because
Yep.
you number them, unlike Jack. Is there any one of those in particular that you think is a strong contender to get you some points tonight? You can do it by number. Do it by number.
Number 5 potentially could be, because it's been mentioned before.
Or spoilers? Or no, it's not spoilers, is it? That's us telling it.
Yeah,
clues. Clues. I like it.
Clues. We'll go with clues.
Go with clues.
Yeah. I haven't been too harsh because I don't. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to say. Without giving away what we're going to say, I'm not going to say any more.
It's going to be interesting. Let's bring everyone back, including the angry jock himself. There he is.
Happy days.
Jack's no longer Scottish.
Yeah, Jack's realised that's how long you have to keep the hat on your head in order for the pot noodle to cook properly. Right. How you mess one of those up is still beyond me. Right. So before we go into, I'll say a quick hello to those in the chat, but before we do, here is tonight's twist. I have asked tonight's competitors not to pick their best liveries because I feel like let's mix it up a little bit. So tonight I have asked them, and this is why it's been a little bit tricky, to pick the worst liveries in their opinion. So fantastic choices, by the way. Some very controversial ones. I will say that now. There are some super controversial ones. So I think the chat is going to be on it, I think, this evening with some of the choices. But I think we're in for an interesting show. If you don't know how it works already, 3 contestants have picked 10 of their worst liveries in their opinion. They will have a moment or two to describe why they've picked it and why you should vote for it. And then it'll be decided in the poll on each round. If we reach, should we reach, can we do it? I don't think we can with 3 people. So we can't. So yeah, so there'll be an outright winner, but so there won't be a tie because you can't do it with 3 people. But if there
You
was 2
can't
people
4-4-2.
playing and it was even,
Did we have a tie when it was Rob and David Bone and myself?
You can afford 4-2.
Yeah.
only if there's there's a tie of 2 people. Oh yeah, you can do it then. Okay, so in the event of a tie for first place,
That's how Rob
we will
became
go to-
bridesmaid.
Yeah, well, don't mention the dreaded penalty shootout. Not the penalty shootout again. Don't do it.
Oh, here we go again. That grab, man, honestly.
Well, I've got to cheer myself up today after today's
Oh,
result.
man.
Sorry.
Just
You're the
tipping it
target,
onto the
mate.
post. Beautiful. So in the event of a tie, it will go into a tiebreaker where the 2 competitors will have one last pick to sway it in their favour to get the win, which Rob is obviously very well equipped for.
Yo, sort it.
And he's got the experience. So without further ado, we'll get into it. Let's say hello. So Dom's in the house. Of course, Max is in the house, but it'll be fucking off soon, so we won't be there for very long. Sarah's there. Frank's in the house. Gemma's there as well. Hello to you. Welsh Kev, hello. Lynn, hello. Gail, hello. Dogwood, hello. David's there as well. Hello. Of course, Wayne's there. Night off, he says.
Hi, Wayne.
Jim's there as well. Hello. Lee Class. Brandon's there. Hello. Gonna go through. See if I can. I'm not gonna go all the way up. Carl Crawford. Hello. Lots to talk about licking out cream eggs already. I knew it wouldn't take long. Bernice Thompson, evening to you. Michael Painter, hello as well. And anyone else that I may have missed, hello. All the lurkers in the lounge. And one in particular, haha to you. Hello to you all. So, right, without further ado, let's crack on and get the first round off and underway. So the rules or the way it's going to work is Lewis is going to go first with his pick. Then it'll be Jack and then Rob at the end with his first pick. Then we'll do a vote. And then the winner of the vote gets the first point of the round. So, Lewis. Also, by the way, no, forget it, because that's impossible, and it gives it away. Right, Lewis, up to you.
Yeah, ripping the plaster well and truly off on this one. I'm getting out of the open. I have never liked this particular trend they used to do. And it is the BA World Flag liveries, mainly this particular one, the Animals and Trees 747. Which, where's the animals, first of all? And never liked them. I think this is actually the actual model, or the form of model, which I think during, I think Maggie Thatcher put the cloth over it during a conference or something because she didn't like it.
That's
I'm
the
not,
one.
I read about that, but anyway, awful. I mean, I never liked it. I didn't mind when they did the Hope Nations tells. That was fair enough, but I didn't understand why it needed to sort of be the whole world. It's a British airline. It just went away from their sort of foundations, I felt, and I never really liked it. So yeah, I'm some people probably like it. A lot of model collectors like them, but I've never liked them at all. And I'm glad that they finally buckled and went back to the old style.
I quite like this one because I don't know. I mean, I suppose it depends on your views of the world.
Looks like someone's graffitied the back of it. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like it's been kept in Hackney Wick or something, and someone's decided to, I don't know, 10 foot decided to get onto it and put a bit of his graffiti on it.
Some chav, some local chav.
Pretty much.
Yeah, notice I didn't say person, I put chav. Who was speaking then? Was that you, Jack?
I said, God damn it, Marion, the kids have been on the crayons again.
Yeah. I quite like the World Tales. I'm probably in the very small minority of those that did actually quite like them. I also just want to give a very quick shout out. Alison is in the chat. Hello to you. Thank you for yesterday. Thank you for giving us, a little bit more knowledge on my part. And for Jack, basically a whole semester of knowledge on aviation. Jack, let me take the picture off. There's a story to tell about yesterday. So when we went on the 747, just very quickly, we were on the top deck, and where the emergency slide is. Jack, what did you think it was?
I said it. I thought it was emergency exit.
I don't think you did, because I wouldn't have burst out laughing otherwise. Alison will let us know in the chat what you thought the emergency slide was. You thought it was something else, and it wasn't anything to do with a door. Back to this. I thought I quite like these. I've got a couple of models of this with the like 777 and stuff. For those that are unaware, world tails were done in the for the countries of the routes. Hang on. Let me see if I can word that properly. So they were designed after the routes that they did and the particular countries that they visited. Of course, they went to Botswana at the time, and so they did a tail for Botswana. Controversial, highly controversial at the time. But again, it's one of those Marmite ones of you love it or you hate it. So, Rob, over to you. Your thoughts, please.
Knowing what's coming, it's horrid. It's just absolutely horrid. I hate these with a passion, I have to be honest.
Yeah.
Just hate them with a passion. But I suppose one good thing is, from a PR point of view, we're still talking about them, 20 odd years later, maybe more, 99 or something, or 2000 or thereabouts. So I suppose you could argue it did what it said from a PR point of view. I suppose it worked. There's nothing else to say.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's what it was. I think the obviously the controversy as Lewis mentioned, which was obviously old Maggie Thatch.
She didn't get
putting a
of
little handkerchief over the tail because it was not British enough for her.
I think it was during the conference, wasn't it? And because she refused to, because obviously it was a British Conservative conference, and it didn't have the British flag on the back of it. She didn't like it, which I think that was sort of a little nod to BA because they were sponsoring the conference, I think. But for me, it was, like I say, if they kept it with just home nations, with like the Scottish tartan, the English rose, and all that sort of stuff, I think that would have worked. But it didn't make sense for me. But anyway.
Yeah, interesting choice. Michael Painter is probably the best one to describe it. I think for those that hated it, but it was just something different to photograph, wasn't it? You never quite knew what you were going to get. Whereas nowadays you do, and it's boring. So it's a little bit different. Jack, your thoughts, please, on the BA World Tales?
I've got to say it does not suit the 747. In my opinion, because if it's meant to be an animal themed, you'd have thought they'd have put more effort into this.
Yes,
there is an animal there.
There is an animal there.
Is it
on the green section?
Yeah, that's the only thing I can sort of. It looks like a whale or something, or is that? No, hang on. Is that a giraffe?
Alligator that's been scalped, ain't it?
No, I can sort of imagine what it is. I can't think of the word. Can't think of the word of it though.
Some sort of deer or something, aren't there?
It's something. I can't think of the name of it, but that's fine.
It's crap. That's what it is.
Well, this will be quite interesting because I'm not entirely sure Jack got the memo as to worst liveries, but it is Jack up next. This might be controversial to maybe the males in the chat. Jack, why did you hate the swimsuit one?
I mean, it's meant to be Sports Illustrated, and to me, that just looks like someone going, "Oh, $10, me love you a long time."
Okay, Jack, do you know what Sports Illustrated is? You can say no, it's fine.
No.
Okay, anyone else that's taking part, would anyone like to tell Jack what Sports Illustrated is?
Do you ever heard of a book called Playboy, Jack?
Yeah.
Oh, vanilla version.
A bit like that, really.
Yeah, vanilla version.
Just less cream egg to lick. Do you know what I mean?
And less old guys.
Yeah.
No, you have none.
This livery didn't last very long. Can't imagine why.
No.
Probably because Jack don't know what it is.
Just think, there's a young little Jack just going, "What's that, mummy?"
Yeah.
While I was boarding the aircraft.
Mummy, why'd they look like airbags? Why is her cream egg hair? No, enough. No,
Is it me?
none of that.
Is it me or the emergency exit arrows? He's in a very poor place.
Oh gosh, yes, I can see it on the wing. On the wing, I see it. Oh,
that is very much me. Love you long time.
That is definitely me. Love you long time. Oh dear. Okay, so we've had our thoughts. I think. This is not Photoshop. This is honestly a proper livery that did not last long because of what was on the aircraft. Rob, your thoughts on this livery? Try and keep it PG.
The Doris is quite right, but the livery's shit.
Tom, what are your thoughts? I like the blue. Stripes are my favourite thing.
Oh,
Lewis, your thoughts on Jack's choice here?
I seem to remember the 2009 edition was a very good edition. In all honesty, I actually was looking at this one because I was actually looking at for planes that had adverts on, because I don't like planes which had adverts on, and this is one which came up, and I nearly chose it.
Oh, thank God! Do you know what? I thought you meant you looked at the magazine.
No, I had self-search, John. So don't worry.
God Almighty! Right, Jack. Another description from Kev says it's basically OnlyFans on paper. Essentially, that is what it is. It's just swimsuit models. No cream eggs here. So that is Jack's choice.
He's not getting what his money's worth out of OnlyFans if he's just comparing it. Damn, I just put it that way, Kev. You need to search harder on OnlyFans than that one.
You're using it wrong. All right, and over to Rob's selection, which is the current American Airlines livery. Why'd you pick it?
controversial, this one, I think.
I think it is. Why'd you pick it?
On its own, not the worst living in the world, but compared to against the old silver kind of steel livery, I think this is garbage in comparison. It's an easy one. It's utter garbage in comparison. I can understand why they did it. I know composite aeroplanes and all that stuff now, you're never going to get that burst steel effect or that stainless steel effect, but
you can tell. You can tell.
It's just garish now, this.
Hang on, let me just. I've just seen it. Steve's in the chat evening too. Says Jack spends his pocket money on the Daily Sport person. Jack, do you know what the Daily Sport is?
No.
Jack, I bet you've never seen the Sun's page 3 when it back in the 90s.
Oh dear. Oh, Jack's having a totally different lesson tonight, Alison. Right. Here's how controversial it is. Sarah says, "Oh, Rob, no." Mark 176 says the new American livery has grown on me. Sarah also prefers this one, loves the grey. Kev's gone in. He says, "What, Rob? You're insane. It's a beautiful livery."
Oh, no.
You've got a supporter, though. Darren Smith says, "Well said. The old AA is better."
Oh, definitely.
It'll always be better. It'll always be better.
Definitely. You can't beat that. You can't beat that silver brush steel or stainless steel livery, the American. Especially something like a DC-10 or something kind of classic.
Yeah.
Nothing to be beaten.
It's a timeless livery. I was gutted, absolutely gutted when they got rid of it. However, I have really warmed up to it. I do think it looks quite nice. However, it's not the chrome livery. So the chrome livery will always be better, but I quite like it. It's not. I mean, it's not the worst thing.
Terrible, I wouldn't say. It's not terrible, but as I say, just when you compare it against the brush
predecessor, yes.
The Roman.
Wow, this is going to be super interesting. Lewis, your thoughts on this American livery?
I've never mind this one. I mean, again, it's grown on me. I do prefer the chrome. I've always liked the tail on this one. It's quite clean and cut. I quite like it. It's not too messy. So I think this is one of the sort of better American, not American Airlines, but American sort of airliners out there, liveries that we've had from the past, or this one's current, but I quite like it.
Yeah, so Rob wonders what he's always And David's also asking, I wonder if Jack has a model of that Southwest 737 but keeps it hidden under a bush in the neighbour's garden. We're off to a good start. Absolutely. Right. So, first poll of the evening is about to go into the chat. So, you've got a choice of Lewis's Animal and Trees, Botswana, British Airways World Tail livery. Jack's Sports Illustrated swimsuit livery, which did not last very long.
I wonder what's on the other side.
Jack, you can Google it because you don't know what it is.
You can't see it's all blocked.
Is it just the back end of it?
Yeah, you have to ask your mum to take the parental lock off first. Or you've got Rob's choice of the American 737 or just the American livery in general. That you are voting for what you think is the worst one of the lot. Alison says her bum.
Yes, what I was thinking.
Right. There you go. Those are your choices for round one. We're going to be in for a long evening. Here we go in the poll. There it goes. Let's go through the chat and see what we've got here. Steve says, question for Jack. Escort and Fiesta are A, a car, B, a gentleman's magazine, C, both.
Oh, bro.
You got to ask the question. Jack. Steve's asking. You think it's just a car?
Yeah.
Wrong.
Yeah, things you'll learn.
Oh. This is why you're the baby of the group.
Bless.
Wait to find out the reader's wives.
Bless him.
Bless. Someone give me some Robinson's fruit shoot.
Yeah. That's warm milk for you. Mark saying to leave him alone, bless him. Leave the poor lad alone, honestly.
Nah.
Oh, Mark, if you just knew.
But Rob, on your livery, I can understand why you went for it, but obviously with the chrome livery, with the American was obviously back in its time was the top, but now they've obviously gone on to this new grey sort of livery. It's sort of becoming, dare I say it, in fashion now. So
it could be. I just remember American with this brush silver. The silver.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
I mean, because MD11s with the chrome.
Yeah, we did. The DC-10s did.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
even a 767. Then that silver livery was cracking as well. It's just brilliant. Just
It looked good on any of the planes. Absolutely.
It was. Yeah, I loved it. Just watching the belly whilst it, took off. You just see a reflection.
So you barely ever see the chrome on any aircraft now.
No, you don't.
Can confirm her arse is not on the other side of the plane. It is just a mirrored picture.
I think I missed a trick on that one.
It wouldn't have lasted any longer than it did. So
Not
hardly surprising at this point.
If that was Ryanair, that would be an arse in the back. They would have saw the funny side of that one.
Kev says, sent you a message, Dom. First time I've ever Googled Sports Illustrated. Thanks for taking one for the team, Kev. Right, let's end the poll. The first point of the round goes to, unsurprisingly, Jack.
Well done,
with his Southwest 737, 55% of the votes. Lewis, 33%, and Rob, 11%.
Oh dear, that bridesmaid up. It's looking very well indeed.
You
We're
love
only
your
one round
one.
in, and Jack's already fighting talk. Love it.
Sorry, it'll go down like West Ham did today.
We don't
Oh,
talk about West Ham, Jack. We just don't talk
yeah.
about West Ham.
Not,
From one hammer to another.
We just don't. We're gonna have nightmares tonight.
fucking Declan Rice as well.
I still won't see that. I won't see it. Won't watch it. I hear it's good. Sorry, this is an aviation show, and we should continue about talking aviation to our stupid West Ham football games.
Listen, we spent about half hour last night discussing how the best way to lick a cream egg out is and how many fingers you use. So it's for the
By
cream
the
eggs,
way,
by the way.
I did not
anything
know
else.
how to use garlic phone until that actually playing it. So I wish we need to do another garlic phone.
We do Gartic phone will come back.
Gartic phone.
It's a channel favorite, and everyone loves it. Sarah was annoyed yesterday because she missed it. That's what you get for not watching. Right. Anyway, let's move on to round two. So this one will go Jack first, then Lewis, then Rob, because Rob's selection might get me taken off of YouTube. Right.
Oh boy.
We'll see. Right, Jack. He's not a fan of Hello Kitty, but that's what he's picked. Eva Ayres Hello Kitty livery on the A330. Why'd you pick it?
Just because whenever I saw the Rainbow Liveries, people always used to bang on about cartoons should not be on a livery, and this Hello Kitty livery, it's dare I say it, it's nah.
So Jack's not a fan because it's been on telly.
No, it's just it's just where it's all on the side. Just so it's too symmetrical.
Just the way it looks.
Yeah.
Fair play. Okay, Rob, your thoughts on this one?
I think I've let Jack loose for the crayons in this one. I think. Oh no, don't like this one. Yuck.
Yuck, indeed. Depends, I suppose. I mean, it's interesting because they also put it on the 777. I don't think that would make it look any better. But,
No.
Fair play. Lewis.
It's a busy one. I don't mind it. It is a busy one. It's interesting. It's not as obviously. It's not a boring livery. Like I'm not a massive fan of Eva's Ayres livery. I think it's very plain and boring. But it's a little bit funner than what they currently do. But it's too many of it. I think they should just maybe reduce one or two characters from it. I'm not a huge fan of cartoon sort of liveries, mind you. I'll be honest, I do like the Smurf one that they have on Brussels. But yeah, I can see where Jack's going on this one.
Oh dear. Oh, Steve.
He's on fire tonight, by the way.
He's on
He's on
fire.
fire.
Brilliant.
Verwood's on fire. YouTube chat is terrified. Right.
Yeah,
Goodness me.
Instead of a Hello Kitty.
Hey?
Instead of Hello Kitty, it's Hello Kitty.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
So died. I
I thought you really will get him off.
if Rob don't take me off YouTube, it'll be you, Jack.
Yeah.
Goodness me. Right. Jack's choice then, Hello Kitty on the A330. Lewis's choice.
Yeah.
Is it controversial? Possibly not. I don't know. Maybe not. We'll find out. We'll stay silent and we'll see what the chat says before we go into it. Here we go.
It's horrible.
All right, Lewis's choice.
Yeah, Condor. What have they done to him? That's what I'm going to say to that. Why? I don't mind some of the colours. I mean, this one's probably the worst. Maybe they were trying to match that ATC tower. I don't know, but it's just horrible.
That's just coincidence. I took that picture.
No, horrible. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe it was a bit of a sort of controversial, get everyone talking about it. Yeah, I was in Munich, I think, when they were just announced it, and they had they Munich airport had this huge banner with all of the different colours and what I think, because each one's a certain meaning. I forget what each one is, but you could see a lot of the locals, the Germans, and you're just looking at it because I don't think they were amused that much either, to be fair. They didn't like it. I was talking to a couple of local plane spotters and asked them about it at the time, and they never liked it either. And they said, why have they changed it? It was a bit of a classic livery, Condors, and they've gone for this, which I bet someone's got a nice paycheck from that, designing that one, which, yeah, horrible. The lollipop livery, isn't it what it's called, or something like that?
There's quite a few.
Ice lolly.
There's quite a few names for it. Windsock.
Yeah,
What's the other one? Beach towel.
The only one I don't mind. There you go, German. The only one I don't mind is the blue. I don't mind the blue, but the green and yellows, nah.
I don't mind the yellow. I don't think the yellow's bright enough to kind of make me go, ugh. I'm sort of warming to the yellow, but I don't think the others are suitable. I don't think they are at all. But the yellow one, I can kind of
looks like a character from Angry Birds.
if I had to pick one of them that I was like, yeah, okay, I can deal with it. Probably the yellow. But yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I can also see why they've gone away from like the Thomas Cook look, should we say?
Yeah, I mean, let's take it because obviously with Turi and others, they at the time they were trying to distance themselves with the brand and make themselves a bit different because obviously all the liveries were the same no matter what country we were in. But yeah, not for me.
Jack, your thoughts?
I mean, every plane spot would say, even if it looked like that, you would have to take a photo. I mean, that's exactly what any plane spot would do.
You take a photo, but you wouldn't frame it, though, Jack.
Not a chance.
Rob. You can give your thoughts.
You like this, don't you, Rob?
Skid marks on a Euro white background.
Thank you. I thought a moment you were going to like this.
Skiddies.
Oh, this is just shocking.
Yeah.
That is shocking. And
But it's done its job. It gets people talking.
The worst it is, they've done it on the inside as well. There's stripes on the inside as well. And the bog and all that.
Is there really?
Yep.
Is it really? I thought you were mucking about.
Oh, gosh.
I'll have to Google this.
Watch Noel's video. It's only out today, actually.
Oh, okay.
And he does his usual loo review, and there's stripes in the bog. Honestly. Same in the business class cabin, I think, as well. There's stripes in the back wall and stuff like that. Oh.
Wow. Okay. Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
So they just haven't made an ass of the outside.
Oh, their business class, it's horrible. Oh, they've got the stripes on the business class. Oh, no, that's wrong.
All right. So we've got Jack's Hello Kitty, Lewis's Condor. Bye, YouTube. It's been great. It's been great to been great to do
what
this
it
one.
is now. What is this?
I don't know if I'm going to. I'm probably overthinking it. Please don't ban me, YouTube. Go on then.
Air Choreo, what is this, man? Honestly, why? It's just terrible.
Bye, YouTube.
Nice knowing you, but honestly, this is just
Anyone here the 4-minute warning?
What is it? Air Choreo. Let's just make it white and grey, bit of red, and let's just stick a flag in the tail, and that's us. Done. Oh, God.
It's interesting. It's
no, it's just it's bland and boring and unimaginative. Try saying that after a couple of drinks. Just yuck.
Yeah, it's I can see the cheat line obviously being the flag. but I think it's a hard one because it's not like I don't think it's really changed much over the years.
Nah, it just doesn't. I don't know what it is. I just nah. Nah.
I'll be interested to see what anyone else thinks and see what the chat thinks. But Lewis,
It's not bad. It's got a cheat line.
another cheat line.
Yeah, I think there's worse out there. I think Condor's got the cheat line wrong and done it the other way around. But yeah, but it's alright. It's a it's a country which has got a lot of restrictions at the moment. So probably they've just gone for basic, and I don't know. Maybe they can't import red that much or something. I don't know, but or blue, but it's alright. Personally,
It's all right. Okay, Jack.
I mean, I've got to say, I kind of like it. I mean, the sheet line's nice. It's a really nice aircraft, to be fair.
What aircraft is it, Jack?
Pardon me?
What aircraft is it?
I believe it's a TU. Oh God, 175.
214, isn't it?
It's a 214, yeah.
Yeah.
The what I like to call the Russian 757.
Yeah, it does look. Yeah.
Fun fact: I think the 204s were running on the same engines as the 757, which is very weird and off-putting when you watch a video and you hear that like a 757 Rolls-Royce engines, but it's not a 757.
Didn't these Didn't some of theirs had a Rolls-Royce engine? Or am I getting confused with that one as well? I thought some of these had Rolls-Royce.
Darren's in the chat; he'll tell us.
I might be wrong.
Darren's in the chat; he'll tell us. I just know that there's a few operators of the 204 that ran the aircraft on Rolls-Royce engines, and if you haven't seen videos of it, they are very difficult to find the YouTube videos of a Rolls-Royce powered TU-204, but it's very strange. It's very strange to hear it not on a 757.
Air Cairo had there we go. Rolls-Royce. Yeah, I thought so.
They did indeed. Yeah,
still going, isn't it?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how old this plane is. Like, it's very old, isn't it?
When it come out, like 90s, I think.
Yeah. Very old cockpit inside as well.
Right, 3 choices. So Jack had the Hello Kitty. Lewis had the Condor yellow stripes. It's the yellow stripes in particular that we're going for, by the way, not the others. And Rob with the Air Corio. Here comes round 2 into the polls. Let's go. Darren says the standard was the PS90 engine. Lee Clark says it came out in the late 1980s.
Yeah, I love the fact that the 75 and the 74 share the same engines. The Rolls-Royce RB2111 engines.
That's because you got to stand next to them.
No, I knew that off by heart. I knew what engines it were.
Lots of people quite liking the Air Corio livery as well. Thank you for saving my channel. Yeah, that's fine. I'll take you off for a minute. Farang Travels is in the chat. Hello to you. Hope you're well.
I hope Rob's dry clean that Bridesmaid dress.
Easy, son. Easy.
Gotta get it fitted right now.
Yeah.
That's why it's not here.
Making sure it still fits just in case.
Yeah. Couple of alterations.
Easy, Jack, son. Easy. Mark says would look better if they had black round the flight deck windows. Could be interesting. Darren Smith says looks better on the IL-62.
Yeah, there I was seeing those Star Air 760s yesterday. It's gutting that they've had to be scrapped.
Campbell talk. Campbell talk. But no, carry on.
Yeah, I mean, one of them's been stripped down to quite a bit, ain't it? When we saw it, the one next to the 7-2.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
What's Darren sent me here? Oh yes, of course. Hang on. It's about the only video you can get on it, but yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's weird. Can't quite get the proper sound from it, but it's very strange, and it's rare to find a video on there that's got a Rolls Royce powered Triple F 204. Rob is back. Here he is. Did it fit then or no?
What was that, sorry?
Is the bridesmaid dress fit or no?
Nah, too tight. You go for a dump and drop a load first for your own. Drop a couple of pun first.
You've been watching too much of Max. Right, let's end the poll. The round 2 goes to Lewis, 50%. Jack with 25, Rob with 25 as well. So a point to Lewis. All right, let's go on to round 3. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. What are we up against? Okay. Yep. And okay. This is a good round. How's it going to look? All right. Up first is Jack, then Rob, then Lewis. Okay. Jack first. Lewis, if you need to use a lot of profanity, you're more than welcome to mute yourself. This is going to hurt, but here we go. You mother. Jack has chosen the Swiss A220. I can't think of the name
Jack.
of the livery.
Made it personal.
I can't think of the livery. I don't think it exists anymore. Yeah, can't think of the name of the livery, which is a bit of annoying. But if anyone knows the name of the livery, chuck it in the chat. Jack, why'd you pick it?
I mean, no offense, but that just to have it standard, the A220, I'd rather have it standard than looking like some kids just went, "Oh, look, mummy, let me draw on this."
I'm now concerned that it's there for a particular reason. I'm going to find it. What's the name of it? Oh, Swiss Romandy. Yeah, Swiss Romandy. No idea what it's for.
But I've got to say, I mean, I do love the A220 as an aircraft. The sound of it, the everything like that. I mean, it is a beautiful aircraft, but just not. It just does not suit this livery.
Right, here we go. Might have something. Okay, so it dedicates its first. It's built as the C Series 300, so it's not a true A220, but it's basically dedicated to Swiss Romandy and its citizens, which I believe is. Never mind. Don't matter. It's not what I thought it was, so it's fine. So you're safe. Okay. I mean, it's an interesting choice for sure. Lewis, as a A220 lover.
The heart is saying yes, the head's saying no, or the brain's saying no. It is a bit. It's probably it's too busy. I guess it is way too busy. I like the small. I think they could have done with less of it, and it'd be a lot better. Less is better, isn't it? Sometimes. But as much as I don't really like it that much, I can't hit it too much because it's an A3 or it's a C series, and they're just beautiful planes, and they will never be ugly planes, even if you do cover it with graffiti or whatever it's supposed to be. Oh yeah.
So in a polite way, you're saying, Jack, you're an idiot.
No, Jack, look, this is it is too much. It's way too much. But it's one of them lovable dogs which you just can't put down anyway. So
Let's not talk about dogs' lipstick, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Darren Smith says a Swiss Blue Peter competition winner.
Shouldn't have bought
it. No, Rob, go on. Tell us what you really think.
It's shit.
If the Swiss ever build another one like this, Fruit of Neutrality, we're just going to invade them and repaint it for them.
I'm not entirely sure how long it lasted either, but
there's some Hodgson liveries out there, by the way. Absolutely terrible.
yes. I mean, my 2 pence on it is probably is a bit too much.
Oh, way too much. It's not really clear what it is, though, is it?
We're all fooled. It's a joke. I thought it was okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I thought it might have been. I thought I'd just say it. It's a joke. Don't agree to that. It's not Swiss Blue Peter competition.
Oh.
Winner. Thanks, Darren. You fooled us all. No, I think personally it's a bit much. But there you go. I don't think it lasted too long. But again, C series / A220, you can't go wrong. Cool. All right.
This is showing you how to.
Pretty much, yeah. Here's one that went wrong earlier. Right, Rob, over to you for your third pick, and I'm strongly with you on this one.
Oh, sass, man. Honestly.
Scandinavia new livery. Go for it.
The picture speaks for itself. How boring. How boring. Scandinavia. Every opportunity to make a good livery, and this is what they come up with. This is just horse. It's just utter garbage.
I am totally with you.
So
on this
much
one.
better and done so much more with this. And this is what they come up with.
I'll be interested. Is there anyone here that's got an argument against what Rob said and actually like it?
I only like the aircraft because
Delivery, Jack. Delivery.
I'm neutral. I'm going to be honest here.
Neutral.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I absolutely hate it, but I'm neutral. I see the argument.
I don't agree with the silver metallic titles.
There's things that are really bugging me the more I look deeper into it.
Go on then.
The registration looks like someone's just photoshopped it onto the bloody airplane.
You want to know why that is? It's because this is from the factory.
Okay.
So it's basically just got it taped over sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like a factory registration.
The engines are really peeing me off. That looks so lazy. That looks like it wants to be blue, but they just start it and go, actually, we don't think it looks nice in blue. We'll just keep it as it is in silver.
I mean, I prefer the one with the orange engines and stuff. The sort of the early 2000s livery. This to me is like just a lazy sort of we'll just go with everyone else. And rather than go for like Euro white, they'll go for like a Euro metallic grey type thing. But actually, we won't think about the titles. We'll just try and have them blend in, so it just looks very off. And I think there was only like a handful, I think maybe one 737-700 that was painted in this livery. Boy, was it ugly. Boy, if you were going to ruin a 737, that was the way to do it. And this is the thing I would if the titles were blue, I might like it. I'm not a fan of this at all. I don't like it. I don't think it looks good on any aircraft that it's on. If it can make a 737 look bad, then it's not the best. They've really dropped the ball here, I think.
I think so. Horrid. Just so boring. This is the way airlines are going. This Euro white caper, that's the way airlines seem to be going nowadays.
Go with the blue engines. If that, change the engines to blue. Go with the predominant color. Like the gray and the blue are just they're not meant to be together.
I've just noticed it's got obviously German registration and flag as well.
Yeah, test registration, I think.
Oh, so it's just right. Okay.
Yeah,
just
they're not registration. Yeah. It's just horrific. I'm just massively disappointed when this came out. Massively disappointed.
There's so much they could have done with this, but they haven't. They just missed the point altogether, I think.
Oh, it's just so bad. I love the Neo. I do love the Neo. This, yeah, I could totally do without. Jack, over to you.
Yeah, I've got to say it. Obviously the Euro grey. I mean, the engines they should have been blued. Why they take? Unless it's test registration, but they should have taken that tape off. But all in all, I love that aircraft so much.
I think we've had all opinions. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just massive disappointment when this was getting changed. I didn't mind so much the change from the one we had on stream recently with the MD-82, the white livery with like the stripes at the front. Love that. I didn't warm up to the one before, which was the one with the orange engines. Then I did warm up to it because I thought actually it's quite smart. And then it's like, fuck it, everyone else is going the same way. We'll just go with it as well. And it's just they've done this so wrong. Like, I don't know, leave it white. If you go like Euro white and the white engines with the blue band, maybe. The fact they've gone for metallic grey bloody titles as well, which...
Problem is, there's so many of these airlines doing the same thing now. It's just like a template.
Gone are the days.
Right. Yeah.
Gone are the days where...
Not original anymore. Everything's the same.
I call it like going down the Qantas route. Qantas are like, for me, they were the ones that really started it. And then everyone else is like, yeah, we'll have some of that.
Cheap and cheerful.
Cheap and cheerful, but not cheerful for us.
The imagination.
Yeah, none at all. It's literally just a carbon copy of, say, Qantas, Aer Lingus, any other airline you can think of that's got the same thing like this, and it's like, we'll just put our touch on it. Boring. Don't like it. Talking of going down the same route as everyone else, Lewis, Lufthansa.
I see you're boring, Rob, and I raise it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Germans know how to bore. This is just why. And such a beautiful... And to be fair, we're not far off of the Air France in the background as well, because that would have been in my category for no one, but I just skimped it. For A380s, this one is the most boring. Why? You've got a beautiful canvas as an A380, and you leave all that space, and you don't do anything with it. It's just not right for me. It's too Euro white. We're not going to keep this airliner that long in our company, so we'll just put the basic, slap the logo on the back, and that's it. Fly it out. That's how it seems to me.
You know what I would do with this? I would have kept the original design of the tail. But what I would have done is not have it as a block yellow, but the line, like the outline and everything else, the white.
It needs that color. It needs that yellow.
Yeah, that's what I would do. I wouldn't have it as a block, like it was before. Just have the lines as yellow. Doesn't need to be flash. Doesn't need to be, whatever. Make that yellow. Keep the dark blue titles. I think you're on to a bit of a winner. I think just add something different.
Yeah, it's too boring. Don't do anything with it. The engines are plain. Don't like it.
The only thing that I think is a consolation to it is I don't mind it on the Neo. It's weird.
But it's a
It
smaller
doesn't
plane.
look right
isn't it?
on the bigger planes, but on
It's
the Neo
that's
it looks
that's
alright.
my point.
Yeah.
It's too plain for a large, even as a like the A340. I think it looks boring as well. Or even the 747 at the time. They're too big and boring. They need smaller planes. Fair enough.
I can warm up to the Neos. Obviously, I haven't seen in real life with the bigger planes, but yeah, again, way to go down the same route as everyone else.
Mm-hmm.
Rob,
I think it's much in the same boat as SAS. Honestly, I think it's just my imagination. A bit of yellow in there, and I think it would have made a whole world of difference to that. To be quite honest, just something a wee bit, just a splash of colour somewhere along the line. So much they could have done, but I kind of agree with what you say, Tom. Just the smaller aircraft, I think it looks okay.
yeah, I think okay is the best word for it.
I think okay. It's a bit vanilla. It's a bit of kind of magnolia. That's the kind of the best way to put it. I think, but an A380 and the 747, no, just totally
Jack.
unimagined. Just none.
Right. So if I was going to say something, I wish it would have went back to their original blue with this livery, because their original blue tailfin and blue markings, it would look so much better than just this.
You mean the same one that the A380 did wear?
Yes.
So just not to change at all.
Yeah.
Listen, I saw quite a few concepts thrown around. I'll see if I can find some pictures before we move on of some of the. This was before the announcement of the new. The announcement of the new livery, and I saw quite a few concepts being thrown around. I was like, yeah, okay, I can sort of see it. The one that was more. Gosh, where is it? Oh my god, where is it? It's not that one. Don't think it was that one. I think it was that one. I'll put it in there anyway. I'm not entirely sure it was, but we'll go for it. So the concept that was doing the rounds at the time, because there was huge rumors that this was going to be it. So keep this livery in mind, everybody. Keep this livery in mind. And here is what the concept was that was doing the rounds that could have potentially been the new livery.
I wouldn't mind that.
So you look at the tail of the dark blue, and then you got the yellow.
That kind of works.
Look how different that looks.
That looks slate.
Yeah.
Now I don't agree with the yellow being at the very back. I would keep that as a blue.
I don't mind it on the A330.
Yeah. You can see the back end where the APU is. You got the yellow.
The
keep that
747 one I'm not a big fan of.
I keep it blue.
Yeah.
Again, dark blue, and you do the outline in yellow, and it looks smart. Grey underbelly as well. It doesn't fill the whole aircraft. It's you keep in sort of the base version of what you've already had.
Was that a mock-up, or is that actually supposed to have been one of the options?
This apparently was one of the options.
Okay.
And this did a lot of the rounds where it was like, this gained a lot of traction as to, oh my god, this is going to be the new livery.
And then
which it never was.
Came in
instead,
and went all German.
We got that. So, very interesting. This is going to be quite interesting for those that are intrigued to know which one they think is going to be the worst. So, Swiss with their Swiss Romandie, whatever you want to call it, C Series. Rob with the god-awful Scandinavian livery. And Lewis with the Lufthansa new livery on the A380. I'm super intrigued to see which one wins out of this one. But here we go. Round 3 in the chat. Let's go. Quick hello to Loopy, who's in the chat. Hello to you. Hope you're well.
How are you?
Some interesting comments that come in from the chat in regards to these liveries. Alison. Here we go. An A380, a beautiful canvas. Are you mad?
Oh, Alison, A380 is a beautiful plane.
You don't mess with Alison. Kev.
It's much more respect you have.
Kev says, what? This is a beautiful livery. Suits the A380.
Kev.
Lee saying should have had the logo on the engines as well, maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
Carl says how to ruin the look of an A380.
That's why you're a mod, Carl.
Loopy says, you've all seen the Condor liveries. They used up all the spare paint. Gail prefers the concept livery. We'll show it on the screen once again. The one that was doing the rounds. I do like that. I do.
It's such a shame they've chosen the other one because that is really nice.
I'll tell you, while the poll is going, there was another one that did the rounds as well, which I did have on my screen, but I've now lost it. It's not that one. I don't think it's that one. Oh, maybe it was. Oh, someone's actually put it on the flight sim. Someone's actually put that livery on the flight sim, on the A320 Neo. God, does it look good? It does actually look quite good on the 320 Neo. Yeah, that one. No. Maybe it was that one. Maybe it was. I'll put it in the chat anyway. I'm sure it was this one that was potentially doing the rounds. I might be wrong, but we'll see anyway. We'll see what you think. I quite like it. I don't know about you. I quite like it.
Ooh.
Looks like an orca.
I'm sure the yellow engine's right enough, but
It's nice. It's got travel holiday vibes to it, though.
Mm.
It's like how Condor could have looked.
it's almost kind of toy like, almost, isn't it? Something like that.
Mm.
I think Gemma's just put it in the chat. It's very
Monarchish. Yeah.
Monarchish,
It's like upside down monarch. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, definitely.
Lots of people loving it. Alison says, now that one's nice.
Mm.
Darren Smith also going for nice.
But
So-
I bet you heavy weight in the plane when it's the fact of it's all blue, it's dark blue, and airlines don't like using that particular dark blue because apparently it's very weighty.
You tell ITA that. Lynn's a big fan.
like
Max,
ITA.
who apparently had to dash, is now back 5 minutes later. Says looks very good. And Darren Smith going for very BMI-ish, which I can actually see.
Yeah.
I can actually see it.
Mm-hmm.
And interestingly, Kev says, other proposed livery with the gold engines would look nice. Let's have a look at it. What do you reckon?
Might work.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe. Right, let's have a look and see who is getting round 3. And round 3 is going to... Don't know what happened there. Going to Jack, 50% of the vote. Lewis, 30% with Lufty. And Rob with Scandinavian, 20%. So Jack takes a 2-1-0 lead. Plenty of points to play for still. As we go into round number 4. So this is going to be a very interesting round. Considering what's up for grabs, the round is going to be fantastic. Excuse me.
If I know what's coming up next, was it one that I used on one of my rate deliveries? Back in the day when I said that
Oh no, not that one. I've got a special line saved for that one. Right, this is Lewis, then Jack, then Rob. Here we go. Here's Lewis's choice.
Yeah.
This was the Flybe livery that essentially never was.
Mm-hmm.
Only happened on one aircraft, thank God. Why'd you pick it?
Maybe they run out of money when they got to the tip of the aircraft. I don't know, but it's just everything that is wrong with Flybe 2.0. You know, there was no imagination to it. It was, oh, I know, we'll start it up again. We'll do the same routes, the same plane, which is fair enough. It's a good plane. And we'll also keep the livery the same because everyone, you know, will know us and they'll just go, oh, Flybe's back and we'll just carry on and buy more tickets. It didn't work the first time. That's why the airline failed. And it clearly didn't work the second time because here we are and they've run out of money and they've canned the whole project. Why? I mean, yes, the tail's okay, but the front of it is boring. It's too small of a Flybe. It needs to be bigger. It's don't like it. I think it's a lazy attempt of a livery, personally.
Interesting. Yeah, very interesting. Jack, what do you think?
I mean, I did once see the original Flybe and at Bournemouth one time because I think it was doing either a trial or something like that. But to me, the old blue livery compared to the purple livery suited it to an absolute T rather than this particular livery. The Havilland Dash was always a fantastic propeller aircraft. I mean, yeah.
Just very quickly, back on, obviously, I mentioned ITA. Michael Painter says, talking of ITA, they are leaving LHR. I believe it's only the Rome route that's leaving.
Don't know. I think they are pulling out of the whole route. I'm not too sure. I've read this. We're going from Heathrow to City and Gatwick. Because you've got Rome and Milan. Well, Rome starting in March. April. Sorry, and obviously we've already done Milan at City. So you're going to have 2 flights a day, I think, with or 2 routes a day from City Airport with ITA.
Okay, no, they are pulling out altogether.
Yeah.
I read the other day that they were keeping the Milan route at Heathrow, but
I'm really surprised though because it's Heathrow's a big, you know, it's a hub airport. Well, not a hub airport for them, but it's a generally huge airport. So you know, most people in Italy would know Heathrow more than City Airport. So
yeah,
or Gatwick. So
interesting. Yeah, interesting. Get them while you can, I guess. Unless you're frequently going to London City like Lewis does.
Sad thing about it probably won't mean that you'll get an A330 at Gatwick.
Probably not. No. No. They are rumoured to be operating, I think, just the standard A320. Not the Neo. So
yeah. So not gone are the days where we used to get the old small visits from the A330 when they used to have a bit more cargo on board.
Cheaper slots at Gatwick, says Darren.
Oh,
it's why Mauritius pulled out. It's why you know a lot of airlines that used to be very regular into Heathrow are now switching over to Gatwick.
Yeah.
So, Rob, your thoughts on this one?
I think Lucy's kind of right. The tail's okay, but the further forward it gets, the worse it gets.
I don't think there's anything wrong with the purple that they had, really.
No, I don't think so. But just the further forward they get, I think they just run out of paint almost. That's almost what it's like.
I just think, I don't know about you, Rob, I just think they had the opportunity when they relaunched the airline to go something different.
They did.
And they never chose that on both their routes and both, obviously, with the airline livery. And I'm not surprised it didn't work out.
No.
Right, onwards to the next one. Here's Jack's choice, number 4. Pizza Hut, Kentucky Fried Chicken in the Pizza Hut. It's McDonald's on the on the MD-80. Oh God, 3, I think. The McDonald's livery. This was one that we had mentioned before. This was like a campaign for something. And before we put it in the chat, no, it's not delivering your fucking chips and latte. So, Jack, why'd you pick it?
I'm not loving that.
That's quite good for you, Jack.
That is very good.
Yeah, it is.
Tom would say very witty. We'll go for it. Why'd you pick it?
I mean, on that sort of aircraft, I mean, if that's meant to be a joke, or if Ronald McDonald is using that, but why? Of all, it is shite.
Sarah says, for McDonald's. No, Burger King, Sarah. Burger King.
Sorry, for me, that's that is crap.
It's a lot of paint, especially on the wing. That's a lot of paint. Lewis, what do you think?
I don't know. Are McDonald's also the caterers?
Oh, wouldn't that be great?
That would be great, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't that be
They'd probably
great?
still run out of egg, to be fair.
They probably would do, yeah.
But
the muffins still wouldn't look like they do in the adverts.
yeah, exactly.
Bastards.
It's a very red plane, isn't it? It screams 80s, 70s, 80s to me.
It is sort of, late 90s, I think.
Is it really?
Yeah, belongs to an airline called Crossair, who had a fantastic livery, I must admit. Very, very nice livery, before they changed it to a horrendous one. But yes, transferred over from Swiss, I believe. Everyone's just getting their jabs in on the McDonald's. Feel free. We've all had bad experiences at McDonald's. Like I ordered some food and got given the wrong fucking order. Did they swap it over? Did they come out and give me another one? Did they fuck? So I paid an expensive because I was buying for multiple people, and all I got was a coffee and a flatbread, which I didn't order. I went, oh, sorry, I didn't realize that this was the wrong order. I went, well, the money I spent, you probably should have done.
I bet the ice cream machine still doesn't work on that.
Forget the ice cream machine. I bet the milkshake machine don't bloody work. When does it?
How would you like your delivery, sir? Fast or super fast?
Jesus, yeah. And as who was it who put that? Loopy says that your meals would still turn up cold.
Yeah. That's why I have Burger King.
Rob.
Jim's coming.
My nan could land better than Max. She's not with us anymore.
It's just shocking, isn't it? It's just terrible.
I get the idea behind it, and I think it works to some respect, but to cover the entire plane in that red is, yeah.
Well, I don't know if you remember what Ryanair did. Was it Kilkenny beer and stuff like that, and Hertz and stuff like that? With their 737s, 200s or 300s, I can't remember.
Yeah, he did have.
And
didn't they?
it seemed to work okay when they did a bit of advertising, but this just is a bit. It's a bit OTT.
It's the red on the wings as well. It's weird.
It's just.
Right, Rob. I am so with you on this one. Oh, I could talk about this for fucking hours. Go for it. The Iberia livery. Let's go.
How to take a good livery and waste it? Typical IA fucking G, honestly.
God darn fucking bastards.
Honestly, God, man. It's Iberia. It's absolutely terrible, and it's an affliction that's IAG have got. Because I think, well, not quite as bad. Aer Lingus kind of went this way as well. BA are just terrible, and Iberia, they just top the lot. They're just crap liveries. Iberia are winners.
Yeah,
every time.
Yeah, this is horrendous, and I was just about to say, but Jim has beaten me to it. Red, white, and blue future BA livery, and I hate to say it, I think it will be.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it will be. When the time is right, they'll look at that, and I'll tell you what, there is a concept out there, and I did put it on the show literally months ago, and everyone just went, "Oh my god!" Where is it? It was on an A320. Where is it? Oh god, where is it? Who have I not asked about this one? Jack, over to you.
I mean, it's a gorgeous A350, but that livery is just plain as anything. I mean,
He's here all night, ladies and
He
gentlemen.
is.
they could have endorsed the red onto the engine cowlings and a little bit more at the fuselage. They could have just done so much more with dare I say it, this shit fuck of a livery.
Are you ready for the concept? Because I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Here we go. So take the Iberia livery and make it British.
Oh, jeez.
Oh fuck! Look forward to it, folks. It's coming. Oh,
Is it headbutted someone or something? Why has it got red on the top?
I don't know.
So
But it is poor. If British Airways go that way, you wait until the backlash. You thought World Tales got a backlash. You wait until this happens. That is really, really bad. Even if you flip it with the red being the more predominant color, oh, it is piss poor.
It looks slightly Russian. It does, doesn't it?
You know what it does? It makes me want a glass of Pepsi.
It's Aeroflot style, sort of modern Aeroflot.
Yeah. It's like they
Nothing
rang
wrong with
Korean
Pepsi.
Air up and went, "Do you mind if we steal your sort of logo?" Yeah, go for it. Why not? Hey, Pepsi, do you mind if we steal your logo? Absolutely, go for it. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. I mean, this is bad. I totally agree. I mean, this is another one that I was completely outraged with, and I was hoping would never happen. Because can you imagine, for Rob in particular, who picked this one, the old livery on this airplane? God Almighty, would it look good?
I think the old livery would even look better on. The old livery would look good in that A350. Honestly, but
oh, I mean, the handful of A330s that wore the old livery. Oh, very good, very nice.
Yep.
But Jesus Christ. Well, this is going to be super interesting. So here's your choices. Lewis with the Flybe livery 2.0. Let me just put that in there into the poll, ready for the voting. Jack with the he ain't loving it. McDonald's MD83 from Crossair, and Rob with the soon-to-be British Airways livery. Sorry, for the soon-to-be British Airways concept livery. No, the shockingly bad Iberia plain old livery. This is going to be interesting. Round 4 going in the chat. Lego. Alison on the concept livery says, "Where's the spoon? I need to scoop my eyeballs out to punish them." I flashed it on the screen. Like, ugh, not again. What's that? You want more? I can't. I deleted it now, so it's fine. Deary me. Bear with me. Right. So, I pray to high heaven they do not pick that. Southwest South Geek says, "Do you think I could take part in something like this, but without a face cam?" For the site that we use, I think you would need to. Would you? I think you would. You would need to use a face cam for something like this. Something else that we might do, you may not need one.
I bet Willie Walsh is probably looking at that and going, "Oh, I like a bit of that."
Yeah. If you're watching, no. Stay away from it.
Yeah.
Alison says, I voted for Rob, but for the BA one. All right. Let's go. Okay, round 4 goes to Jack.
Better go and get my bridesmaid done.
Rob, you've got a couple spare. haven't you?
Well, you have to show me how it's done.
Rob's got a couple spare. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Jack goes to 3-1-0 as we go into the halfway stage.
Well, Rob, you might actually become a groom this time.
Round
3.
5. Don't worry, Jack. There's still plenty of points to play for. Let's not, get way ahead of yourself. Easy, son.
Bosh.
Easy.
Yeah, bosh.
Bosh.
I don't know what I'm talking about. Bosh. All right, Rob's up first, then Jack, then Lewis. Here we go.
I was looking at this.
Rob with the Austrian Airlines. I call it the family portrait. It's not the family portrait at all. This was done for the millennium. There's a lot more to it, of course. Why? Well, I say why'd you pick it? It's fairly obvious, but why'd you pick it?
Self-explanatory.
Self-explanatory.
Famous Austrians, but let's not put Nicky Lauda on there. Why? Because Nicky Lauda runs a rival airline.
Yeah.
Petty. And it just gets on my wick. That's the only reason I picked this one. And it's god awful as it is anyway.
There you go. Self-explanatory. There you go. Quick hello to Nabil, who's in the chat. Hello to you. Hope you're well. He says, playing without me, sad face. Well, always got the quiz next week. Just saying. But yes, it's this is like if I was doing YouTube back in like the year 2000 and I was trying to put a thumbnail together. I know YouTube wasn't around back then, but if it was, this would be how I would do it, and really badly. The model doesn't do it any justice. I believe, if I'm correct, I will have a look. Did they put this on an A340 as well? I feel like they did. Did they do it, or was it just? Oh my! Oh no, they did something else for it. It's all right. It's a different livery. Yeah, different livery. I've just seen it. It's still not as good, but yeah, never mind. All right, ignore that. Jack, your thoughts?
I mean, it's like a game of happy families, ain't it? As Delby would say, you dipsticks. But I mean, that is goddamn awful.
That's because you're not on it. Yeah, it's
shite.
Yes, it's an interesting one. And Lewis, what do you think?
Yeah, what annoys me is they're all facing different ways and different angles, and the only one which seems to be facing the right way to take off is the one on the tail. And the way it kind of looks like he's just on board at the moment on his flight, and everyone else is just, yeah, it looks quite packed in that aircraft. I don't know what they were thinking. It's a mess. It could have been spaced out a bit better, I'm sure. They didn't need to make it as big as that. Yeah, it was just like, it kind of looks a bit of a rush job, doesn't it? It looks like, we need to make something special for Millennium. Is it Millennium, did you say it was?
Millennium,
and then,
yeah.
And then we'll just stick every single famous Austrian, except from Niki Lauda, which again, like you're right, you're right, Rob, where, he's a rival. We won't put out because it's Niki Airlines. Rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
Thanks, Loopy, by the way, for letting me know that Jack's not Austrian. That's why he's not on the plane.
As Claude would say, what a load of old rubbish.
Or as the Nan from Catherine Tate would say, what a load of old shit.
What a
right.
liberty.
So, long-time viewers of the channel, if you've watched the old Rate My Livery programs, you would have seen Our next one is from Jack. This is where the whole 2 out of 10 comes from. He picked this as one of his absolute favourites. Proceeded to give it a 2 out of 10, and now it appears in the worst. Jack is the only person I know on the planet that would pick this as the best and the worst livery he has ever seen. So, Jack, why'd you pick it as the worst?
I mean, dare I say it? I mean, if that's meant to be a Christmas livery, that is not jingling my balls no matter.
Okay, so I now beg the question: why'd you pick it from the last time? The last time, then?
Because if you remember it, a line of the year came up in this.
You literally said you liked this one, and your words were because it's fun. Now you hate it.
Now that I've grown and more matured.
Now he's going to have you.
Yes.
Best mouth on that one. Right, Lewis, what do you think?
It's too childish for me. All right, it's Christmassy. It's a bit of fun. It's okay, but it's a bit too childish. I wouldn't say it's in the worst.
Rob.
I don't mind this, to be fair. It's a bit vanilla, a bit magnolia. It's no.
Yeah.
It's not going to win any prizes, but it's not overly offensive, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
I think it does. It does exactly what it says for a nice sort of summer season, dickhead. Christmas season. For the Christmas season. It's a fun little one. It's holly on the tail. Kind of supposed to represent a reindeer at the front. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Everyone's questioning if Jack's actually matured. He says, Jack has matured. Someone let me know when this happens, please. Yeah, interesting. And we'll see if it's good enough to beat the Pepsi Concord from Lewis.
Getting deja vu there, Rob.
Oh. Rob's like, no!
This is the category you should have put it in, Rob.
God damn it.
Good God. How to ruin an absolute masterpiece. Enter Pepsi. And I like Pepsi as well. But why? I blame Air France. I blame the French for this because they allowed this to happen. Yeah, damn French. The British would never let this. We have a bit of class.
Those are the views of Lewis and London Planespotting.
So I'll take the hit. That's fine. That's what mods are for.
Wait a minute. Hold on. I think I've seen this somewhere.
We haven't done it yet.
No, they haven't done it. Oh, I'm sure I saw that somewhere. Yes. Let's have a look at the two, shall we? There you go. Suspicious.
Yeah, I awful. You wouldn't be crying in 2003 if that retired, did you? If that came in TV, probably applauding.
It just doesn't look right, does it?
It really doesn't. And yeah, clearly it was a commercial state, and it was just to make advert for Pepsi, and that is not what Concorde is for. Concorde is to be admired for because she's a beautiful piece of technology. So how dare they?
And it's fucking landing in Zagreb as well.
Oh dear. Not Zagreb, not fucking Zagreb.
Oh dear. So yeah, it had to be on here. And this is the one I wanted Tom to put last if he could, but he couldn't, but fair enough.
Yeah.
Because I thought it would have been a good one to end on. But it's rubbish. Don't like it. It's too dark. And it was a failure complete. We get it, Tom. No, it was a failure in regard mechanically as well because they couldn't actually go bloody supersonic because it cost too much.
Jack.
how to ruin Concord in everyone's opinion. What the actual? Yeah, I'm not going to say what I'm going to say, but c'est merde.
C'est merde. Absolutely.
This is
Right.
like if America did Concord.
Howdy, partner. You like my
Yeah.
Concord?
Don't mind me. I'm just coming in.
Let's go. Let's just put that. Why not? Right. I wonder how this is going to go. So, here are your choices. Once again, it's Rob with the Austrian self-portraits that don't seem to want to look the same way. Jack with his best/worst livery of the Thompson Christmas livery, or the Pepsi Company / future British Airways livery on the Pepsi on the Air France Concorde. Where was it as well? What's that, Sarah? You want to see it again? There you go. There's the new BA livery again.
I feel like there's a legal case for BA to sue you to say we're not actually bringing this out yet, Tom.
Try it, bitches.
I wouldn't put it past Willie.
I've heard that one before. Right. Round 5 in the poll. Let's go. Rob Austrian, Jack with a TUI, or Lewis with the Air France Concorde. Mark 176 says, not very Concorde, is it? They should probably have a Dom Perignon livery. Oh, how very posh.
Now, if they had Concorde in the Four Seasons livery, that'd be class.
It'd be like
at A321. We had the last Rate Livery show.
It's actually closer than I thought. Gareth says, if you're going to go blue, go blue. Alison says, was it the Pepsi one that ended up crashing? I don't think it was.
No, I don't think it was.
So about halfway through, we've got some fascinating choices. We're going to end the poll in about 20 seconds or so.
No, thank God. I've just seen Darren's message. Thank God they never destroyed the World Tales.
Yeah, the Chatham Dockyard one was designed purely for Concorde. And here we go. Now it's the normal standard thing that we see. That I think just needs to change.
A World Tour. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, I just need it to change. I think it's run its course. However, don't change it to what we've just seen. Give it a bit of a spruce up. I think it needs something to do with it. Right, and the poll right there, and shockingly, it's not Lewis. Rob takes the win, 51%. Lewis, 40%.
Get it right,
He's got a point.
He can go home happy.
It's just like them school days. We get an extra little sticker just for being there. You turned up.
Well done, sport. Excellent. All right. Let's move on to round 6. So, this is get people talking. Okay. So Lewis first, then Rob, then Jack. Here comes Lewis's pick for round 6. Evil Spirit and the banana livery on the A320 Neo. It's just the aircraft that he picked. It's not a necessity literally on the Neo, but it is the Spirit yellow livery. Lewis, why'd you pick it?
It's the airline that everyone wants to hate because it's awful. Why yellow? It just don't like the wording either. The Spirit, how they've done it, it's just no crap. I think it's very boring. It screams low cost, no frills. Don't like it. Just, yeah. Mark made a very good point there. Flying yellow pages, and it pretty much is.
Rob, your thoughts on the choice here?
Again, I don't find this one overly offensive. I think it's all right. It's cheap and nasty, but Spirit's cheap and nasty at the best of times, so you know what you're getting. It's not the worst, not the best.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Yeah, nice old banana livery. Love it or hate it. Jack, love it or hate it?
I mean, it's low cost, but I mean, when you obviously see it in America, everyone's probably going, "Oh, look at a yellow plane in the sky."
Sorry to any Americans that are going to watch this and feel super offended by the accent.
Was that American?
God damn it. Marlene, my banana's flowing again.
That's what they call UFOs, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, God dang it. Right. Okay. So hardly offensive, which is fair enough, apart from Jack's American accent. Moving on from Lewis's spirits in the sky to now. If we thought Iberia was bad, fuck me. Right. Rob, why did you pick the new god awful, and I mean fucking awful, Air India livery?
Obviously, I spoke to IAG and Iberia how to paint aeroplanes, and this is the abomination they come up with. I think. Oh, sorry. This is how we make Iberia worse.
Oh, what a way to ruin Air India. What a way to ruin. I mean, we all know the classic livery that they had, which was really nice. Then they changed it to the previous one now, and it was, you had to warm up to it. But boy, did it look good. When this was, oh my gosh! I mean, the amount of ranting and raving I've done over this one is incredible, and I'm not finished. However, it's not me on the show, and I haven't picked it, but.
Where do you start with this abomination, honest? Where?
You know what angers me? You know what angers me the most is that someone's getting paid for this. Someone's getting paid to make this livery.
I get it's simple and clean and all the rest of it, but Jesus, man. Honestly.
Dom says, by the way, the Indians love it. They made it a national pride thing. I couldn't give a fuck. It's ugly. It is quite literally it's the ugliest livery that is gracing the skies right now. It is piss poor. I hate it. Really hate this. Really hate what they've done here. I do. I really hate it. Jack.
I've had kormas that taste better than that.
That makes no sense. Why are you tasting airliners?
Oh my goodness!
In fact, no. Let me just rephrase. Why are you licking airliners?
Must be one of the Cornwall airline ones.
I mean, dare I say it? I mean, on the belly, it kind of reminds me of the Emirates, but Emirates one just looks so much better. I mean, this is just this reminds me of Iberia thinking Lufthansa. I mean, yeah, it's not looking good.
I didn't realize I was mentioning like I was sitting on the fence. I should probably say it as it is. Oh, it's fucking awful. Sarah, get some glasses, and if you've got some, I'd get them re-prescribed. Fucking, I mean, look at how much white there is. Like it's just, and as for the, I mean, it just looks like it's unfinished. That the belly makes it look like it's unfinished. I'll tell you what, it's like you run out of time on Gartic phone. That is what I'm getting vibes from. It's like, oh, I forgot to colour this in on Gartic phone, and then it just moves on to the next one. Fucking terrible. Hate it. There, it's a 2020 vision. I'd get that looked at if I were you. It's horrific. Lewis, I think we may have had you, but I've just been ranting, so I forget.
We haven't, and I've been very quiet. And I'm sorry, Tom. Don't kick me off. I quite like it.
See ya.
Sorry. I don't mind it. I really don't. I'm sorry. Clearly, you don't like it.
We're all friends here.
But I don't mind the tail, and I don't mind the belly. And I'd argue it's a lot better than Iberia's.
Oh, now hold on a minute.
I would. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and stand up here and say I think it's better. I don't mind it, but I am disappointed when you compare it to the old version of Air India, because I did like the old Air India, but I don't mind it. If look, at the end of the day, let's be honest, we're all seem to be seeing they're all going down that route. But this isn't as plain as what others are. For me, it's got gold.
worse.
It's got some lines. I'm sorry, Tom. I know you hate it, and that's fair enough. But
all right. So Rob, seeing as you picked it, what's worse, this one or Iberia?
I thought Iberia was bad, but I'm going to go for Air India. I think it's worse.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't believe you actually thought about it. I picked this one.
I think Iberia's worse.
No,
absolutely
not. No, I take the Iberia livery over this abomination.
No.
Assuming you think about it, assuming you go back to things like the 80s and all that, the 747s.
But yeah, it doesn't offend me.
I can see those in the chat going, "Oh, I agree with you. You're all wrong. You're all wrong."
Sorry, Tom. Just I want to be honest here.
You're all wrong.
It's your opinion. That's fair enough for your show.
Rubbish.
Oh, it's the last time I'm here.
Might be if the way Jack's going. Right.
They ripped off Emirates as well. Emirates and Qatar and all these with underbelly. And they made an asset, to be quite honest.
Okay. Let's see if Jack can live up to those expected. Oh, maybe not. So Jack clearly hates Christmas.
I like this.
So why'd you pick it?
I mean,
okay. Firstly, because you're umming and ahhing, do you even know what this is about?
It's an airline.
Do you know what the design is?
it looks to me like I don't fucking know.
You haven't researched it, basically, is what you're saying.
The clues on the actual body of the aircraft, Jack, is in writing as well.
Dom just says, Jack, some houses in it. Okay, Jack, this one is Flying Home for Christmas.
Yeah.
Imagine Chris Rea in Flying.
Everyone
okay,
wants
so
to go home
why
for
did you
Christmas.
actually pick it?
I just think they could have done a lot better with them. If it's going to be Christmas, it's got to have, holly, all that type of thing.
Do you think it needs some Christmas trees,
I
Jack?
was going to say it's got Christmas trees and snow and a snowman.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you think it needs Christmas trees? Do you think it needs like houses? Do you think it needs a Christmas scene? Do you think it needs Flying Home for Christmas?
Okay, I kind of look at it now, and I feel
I don't mind this. I think it's quite nice. I also am a big fan of Air Berlin. You sadly aren't around with us anymore, which is a shame. But I quite like this. But Jack doesn't because he's Scrooge.
I'm definitely not that bad.
Zest meld. Right. Let's put that one in there as well. So, boy, this is going to be interesting. So the choices were for this particular round. Lewis with the Spirit livery, Air India from Rob, and Jack with the I don't know what the f is going on with this one, Air Berlin.
I hate Christmas.
I hate Christmas. Bar humbug.
Yeah.
It's mad.
Yes. Oh, it's time for a cup of tea again.
Is it a law? Let's go.
I feel like you're an advert for Tunnock's tea cake.
Rob, on a scale of 1 to 10, how highly offended are you right now?
That's in his Loganair uniform. It's gonna start dishing out some cup of teas and some
The
wafers.
cabin crew keep the shortbreaders in their kettle warmers. Jesus. Right, here we go. Round 6. In the poll. Let's go. Jesus. Alison, why have you got a tea cozy on your head? Oh, God. Darren Smith, get the tonics. Can't beat a good tonics. Oh, dear. Warming up his pot noodle again, says Gemma. I don't know if I should read this one out, but I'm going to. Loopy says, Berlin looks nice. Took them 80 years, mind.
Oh,
It's a joke, YouTube. It's a joke. There are worse things on YouTube you could deal with, but you don't.
Didn't realise this was a farewell show.
Goodbye.
The historical figure likes to make an appearance on Gartic phone regular. So.
I'm surprised that's not added off YouTube either. Apparently everyone looks like him now. Deary me. Right. It's very close in the polls. Very, very close. Carl's gone in for some Wayneism there. I'm not entirely sure what he meant, but he says, is it a teapot warmer or one of those toilet tool covers? I don't know what tools you take to the toilet with you, but... All right, poll's ending. And the winner is, weirdly, Lewis.
Hey! See?
46%.
Yeah, everyone
Massive
loves
boo
an
on
Air
that one.
India.
You're all wrong. I'm giving a point to Rob instead. Screw you all. 46% for Lewis, 39 for Rob, and
thank you
14 for Jack. Means it is a 3 and a 2 and a 1.
Jeez, I'm just seeing Dave's.
Yeah. Yeah, we can say that because it's not technically breaking the rules. Adolf Rolls making the regular appearance on Gartic Phone. He's not wrong, he does. Right. What are we on now? We are on round 7. Oh, okay. Ooh, okay. So Lewis is up first, then Rob, then Jack. So Lewis's pick. This is what he calls temp.
Yeah.
So why is it temp? Let us know.
Well, I was reading about it. Apparently this is a temp one because it missed the its repaint slot and they slapped this on it instead, I believe. But it's awful. It's plain. It's nothing like the Puppet Iceland Air. I just don't like it. It's. I don't like the new Iceland Air livery. I much prefer the older Iceland Air, but yeah, don't like this.
It's about as simple as it gets, but then you also understand the reason why it's as simple as it gets. So it's one of those ones where you sort of I'm an R about it because you know it's unfinished, but it's temporary livery.
But they've done it as well, I believe, with a 757 they were leasing out as well. They've done the same thing. And it looks much... it's not great. It isn't great. I just don't like it. The lettering's too big. Don't like the tail logo. It's boring as anything.
Rob, your thoughts on the temp livery?
It's temp. That's what
I thought you looked at one of Jack's cooking images.
I thought he was still throwing up from Air India.
Honestly, it's what can you say? I don't think it's. I think the new livery is actually worse than this.
Ooh. See, the new livery's growing on me, but I still don't really like it.
No.
It is great. More I see it, more I like it. But I agree, it's too Euro style.
Boring again, no imagination.
Mm.
Again, it's obviously waiting for paint, so I don't know. It's a tricky one, this one, I think.
See, okay. I don't like the new livery. The only way I do like it is the fact that if you have like they go for the different stripe color on the tail. My only favorite one of that is the yellow because it is basically Iceland Air. Any other color like the magenta and the light blue, I don't think it works. I think they should, if they kept the yellow, I think it would get a lot more praise than it does. But that's just my opinion. Jack.
I mean, lovely aircraft, but just a simple livery. I mean, it's only meant to be temporary because it obviously missed its paint slot. But I mean, Ryanair and Iceland Air, the predecessor, be Iceland Air.
I mean, the Dash 8, even in the new livery, is bad. I'm not a fan of it on the Dash 8. The tail is too small to make it work. Personally, Dom with his usual selfless, shameless self demotion, as I call it. Iceland Air videos out now, including on this.
Was that the reason it missed his paint slot?
Yeah, Dom was on it. Okay, interesting. Okay, so this is the Iceland Air one. Up next is Rob. Now, no one else say anything. Rob's choice. Why'd you pick it?
I hate that green colour. I hate that green. That is like it's like something you dig out a 2-day-old's nappy, honestly. It's horrible. It's just, it's god awful. Just the colour. It's a bit like Spirit. Just, nut. It's cheap and nasty, and it's,
So this is S7 Airlines from Russia. Am I the only one that likes this?
You must be.
It's I quite like it. Then again, I'm a little quirky like that, or some would say weird. But I quite like it. It's not too bad. The newer one is bad. But I don't mind this one too much. I think the red adds a little something to it. But
green on green there.
Yeah, I can sort of see. Yeah, I mean maybe, but I thought it was quite nice. I quite liked it. Obviously, we didn't never see it in this country, but I wouldn't complain. But at least it's not a Euro white. But for most people, they wish it was.
It's not get your Indy on it. That's for a start.
But either way, yes. Lewis, your thoughts on the pick here?
Don't like it. Why is there people in the background just like doing random things? Don't like it. It's weird. It doesn't know what it wants to be. I don't like the two shades of green or green and yellow. If that's yellow up to, I don't know what the hell it is.
Definitely green.
Yeah, it's awful. Yeah. Not nice. I've seen this actually in Larnaca because I used to fly to Larnaca airport from, I don't know if it was Moscow or where actually, but they used to have a scheduled route from Russia to Larnaca and seen it a couple of times actually whilst on holiday. It's never nice. It's not nice in person either.
Okay. Jack, your thoughts?
S Club 7, anyone? I mean, as I said, a Planespot would be happy to catch it. I mean, but dare I say it, the green don't suit it. It really don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just one of the ones that I wouldn't complain about it. I think it's all right. Not like oh my gosh, but like I don't mind it so much. It's better than Euro White, but I don't like the new one. The new one's just it's weird. It's a weird color scheme. And Jack. Aha, yes. We've seen this one before. Condor's yellow stripes. Go for it.
I mean, that's a lovely aircraft. I think there's a A321, ain't it?
Mm-hmm.
A380, Jack. Definitely an A321, yes.
But yeah, I mean, nah.
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but yeah, but no, but
It reminds me of those sweets that you used to get. What are they?
what fucking sweets were you eating?
No, the oh god, bachelors or whatever the fuck they're called.
Bachelors.
Bachelors. You've been watching crap American telly again. What? Hang on. Okay, right. Hang on. I feel like a Google search is needed here. Bachelors who do soups, by the way, sweets. Do you mean
Starburst?
Do you mean Bassett's licorice all sorts?
Yeah.
That's literally the closest thing I can get to what he's thinking of, because bachelors do soup. I don't think it's soup. I can sort of see it. Just I don't think they ever had a yellow and white sweet. But it's interesting. Yep. By the way, just for those that have no idea about what's going on, duplicates are allowed. So we are allowed to do duplicates as long as they don't clash with one another. Sarah's having a go at you today. He doesn't know what he means. Easy, Sarah, son. Easy.
You forgot the book again.
Nope, she forgot that as well today. I mean, there's no point asking for opinions. We've already had them because we've had it on the show on the here before.
Interesting that Jack's picked the same colour as I did as well.
He did.
Don't like the yellow.
Yeah, he picked the same colour.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jack.
So choices: Lewis, Icelandaire's temporary livery. Rob with the S Club 7 livery.
Don't stop moving.
Yes. And Jack with the Condor livery that apparently looks like bachelor's cup of soups. Round 7, here we go.
Tom, do you mind if I quickly go and get a drink?
You may indeed. I'll
Thank you,
keep the
mate.
picture on the screen. In fact, I won't take the picture on the screen. I'll just cover it. I'll cover the picture on screen with this.
Oh.
I won't. It's fine.
Put your India back up.
Don't make me put Air India back up. Don't make me put Air India back up. You have nightmares about that one.
Yeah, so someone said Pacers. I think that's what I meant.
Carl says it explains Jack's cooking for the bachelor's sweets. That's probably just frozen soup. Or it tastes like Werther's Originals. Lots of people. Let's go up here. Mark 176 says the green and white one looks like those retro chewy mint sweets. What are those then? It's not like a mint humbug, is it, or something like that? Is it a chocolate and lime one as well, isn't it, or something like that?
Campinos.
No, not Campinos. That's the red ones, and Campinos are amazing.
Yeah.
Jim says in relation to you saying is it an A321? He said no, it's a Condor Boeing B780 on real world ops. Real world ups, don't you know? Humbugs, says Alison. And Darren's going for Pacers. And Jim also going for Pacers as well.
I think that's what I meant.
All right. David says, is Jack going to show us his haggis cooking skills now he has the correct chef's hat? Brilliant. All right, we'll end the poll there. The points go to Rob.
Yay.
Rob gets the points. So 56% for Rob, 26 for Lewis, and 17 for Jack. Carl says, don't mention the word pacer around Wayne. Because it's a train.
Don't mention 4 days off work either.
Don't. I sent a picture in the group chat of a bunch of models, and I think Wayne collapsed. Oh, God. Okay, this is going to be a fascinating round.
Spicy meatball coming up.
Hey?
Spicy meatball coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Spicy meatball coming up.
Spicy meatball carbonara.
Coming up with this one.
So the current scores, as we've got 3 rounds left. Lewis on 2, Rob with 2, Jack with 3.
Crikey, that's tight. Almost like Wayne's wallet.
That's what she said. Or in some cases, that's not what she said.
Didn't even touch the side.
It's like rattling a broomstick in a bucket.
So she roll up an entry.
Everyone's now got the imagination of rattling a broomstick in a bucket. Feel free to make the noise as well, by the way. Ding a ding a ding a ding a ding. Has Lewis gone to get a drink or gone for a shit?
No, I'm here. I've just come back. Sorry.
That's fine. I just wondered where you went. Rob got the last one.
Oh, well done, Rob.
Jack said it was tight, just to kind of catch you up. Jack said it was tight. I said that's what she said. And in some occasions, that's not what she said. And I said it's like rattling a broomstick in a bucket. Right. Anyway, round 8. This is going to be quite interesting. So it's going to be Rob first, then Jack, then Lewis. I feel like I've seen this one before, Rob. Just a different color. It's the green one this time.
It's shit.
This time as well on the A330 Neo.
It is dung. And I'm vindicated by an old video the day actually when I watched it. I went, I made the right choice with this one. And I'll tell you, it must be doing something right because that's the 3 of us all picked this livery or this.
Yeah.
So it's a full house we've got. So
It is a full house. Everyone has picked it, which is why I quite like the idea of doing the worst liveries because you never know. What do we think then? Let's do it as a group because obviously we know our opinions on it, regardless. What do we think about the green?
9.
Out of 10 or?
No, I was just going for German.
I don't know. I don't know about the green.
It's just awful, isn't it?
Celtic. It reminds me of.
Do you know what? Until you said that, I wouldn't have thought that, but yeah.
Yeah, could be seen as a bit like a. Yeah, if you're gonna go Celtic green and Rangers blue, I guess. But it's yeah, I don't know. The green's maybe well. Mark thinks it's less offensive than the yellow. I don't know. I think the yellow's a lot better than the green, even though the livery itself is trash.
Yeah. I think Rob's right. It's just proved how much they've ruined that livery. The fact that all 3 of us has picked some sort of it.
Everyone's talking about it, and you've all picked it. But Alison says no, it's not awful. It's god awful.
And Alison's an A330 person too.
What a load of bullshit.
What a fucking liberty. Gail makes an interesting point. I only like it on the tail with the fuselage. White looks good. Saw it at Skiathos. So those that remember, they leased a few planes with just a white fuselage with the stripes on the tail. I think it's better. I don't know if anyone else has seen it with just the stripes on the tail.
No, I haven't.
You can all do a quick Google search. We've got time.
What's the bet that Wayne's already bought this as a model?
I don't know if he has,
Send it back.
Bad manager's going, why on earth did you spend money on that?
Yeah.
Because it's
That
a
model
model.
airport doesn't look the same anymore. I say we can all Google search it. Jack, you can Bing it. Yeah, I can't think. It's like a like A320s and even like A330-200s had it. Loopy says we had that at Manchester a few weeks back for maintenance. I believe the 757 came in as well to drop Bayern Munich off for a Champions League game against Man United. So it's an interesting choice. Kev's just sent me the message. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. So he's found the picture that you mentioned earlier, Lewis, with the colours and what they mean.
Oh, right. I knew
green.
I know his reason.
Yeah, so green is island, as in not the country. Sarah, don't get too excited. The island, Condor Island. Yellow is Condor Sunshine. Blue is Condor Sea. Red is Condor Passion, and the beige-looking one is Condor Beach.
So I seem to remember when they released this, Condor released a infographic of that on their Instagram page, and that was part of the banner that was in Munich at the time in the airport. It just didn't go down well.
Shall we move on to Jack's choice, which might be another controversial one, possibly?
That is bang average.
So, again, that's what she said. Definitely not a bucket and broomstick occasion. This is highly offensive to me because it does not look good. I think if you compare it to what American did with the One World livery on the you can take both examples on the Chrome and the current livery. The titles are a lot bigger, whereas this just looks suspect. Jack, why did you pick it?
I mean, we go on about this a lot. I mean, it is compared to like some of the specials that we have, the great festival of creativity, BA Landor, BA Negus, BEA. I mean, Boac. I mean, why we're in a perfectly good 777 ER with this absolute one fucking monstrosity is this?
Lewis, you seem to see a lot of this, either Heathrow or...
I do. I don't mind the A320 of this. It doesn't hugely offend me. I argue all sort of alliance specials don't really go that well. I've not really come across one which I have gone, oh, that's amazing, personally. They're all the same. They're all similar. Just got the logo of the alliance, and that's it. So I wouldn't say it's fantastic. I don't mind this one. Which is quite. I wouldn't have it in the category of the worst liveries personally, which is why I was quite surprised it was in there. But I'm not that surprised in regards to. I know what the chat don't like, and I know this is one which is picked up by the chat. on both your stream and my stream, Tom. So I'm not surprised it's there.
Yeah, it's I totally agree with you when you say it looks good on the A320. I think it suits it.
Mm.
I'd like to have seen it on the Neo personally.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah,
a 321 Neo. I think it would look good on that.
Yeah.
It just needs to be a lot bigger.
Mm.
It just needs to be a lot bigger. But it's interesting. Rob, offend you or no?
It's not the worst. It's not the worst by any matter. I mean, I don't like the one world wording on the side of the titles, but if they just bog standard British Airways, aye, fine. I can just about live with that. But the one world kind of, that's a bit. Again, another vanilla one.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Very very interesting. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what it comes up against as we've got Lewis's pick. Well, we've already seen one version of it. We're about to see another version.
Yeah. It's a bit uncanny, but we're doing alliances on this one. So I don't like. Well, Jack doesn't like One World Alliance. I don't really like the Star Alliance that much. I'm not, and I don't like it on this SAS A319. I think it's too. The aircraft is too small. It should have been on a bigger aircraft.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a massive fan of the Star Alliance group. Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of Alliance liveries personally.
Jack, your thoughts?
I mean, I absolutely love the A319, obviously. But
do you? I would never have guessed.
But I mean,
do you like it in orange there, Jack, as well?
He likes it easy, apparently.
I mean,
Easy, son, easy.
what have they done with this? I mean, just that is hideous.
I prefer it with the orange engines. I think it looks better. Again, it's going off the one that Rob picked, which was the standard livery. Rob, we already know your thoughts, but what about the Star Alliance one?
That's a better effort than Sash's normal livery anyway, any day of the week. Why don't they paint them on that colour?
Notice how they keep the titles blue as well on this one.
Aye.
Yeah, interesting. It's not grey, is it?
It's not much an improvement in SAS's own livery, but it's not the worst in the world.
Right. This could be interesting. So we've got Rob with the
Pacers livery.
The Pacers livery on the Condor A330, Jack with the BA One World on the 777, and Lewis with the Scandinavian A319. I've just seen what the time is, just seen how far we've been going on for this one. We might have to fire through the next few. So we'll see. In it goes, round 8. Sarah says she's going to go shower. Don't play Gartic phone. Who's up for a round? Who's up for a round of Gartic phone while she's not here? She was so mad yesterday when she missed it. She was like, "You planned it." I was like, "No, Carl mentioned it. Carl said, let's go." And I was like, "Sure, let's go. Just not my fault you weren't there."
Pissedoff.com.
Yeah. It turned out to be quite interesting because, Adolf made an appearance again.
As it is.
See, look, Carl's egging it on. It's a Gartic phone. Let's go. Everyone loves Gartic phone. Sarah can still hear us. Love you really, Sarah. We're not going to do it. Let's do it. Right. I think this one is fairly unanimous. So I might just have to end the poll now because I don't think it's going to get any better. Rob takes home the point.
Hey.
From out of nowhere, like an RKO. So Jack on 3, Rob with 3, Lewis, our current champion, on 2. As we go into round 9 of the liveries. It doesn't get any easier. And do you know what's really interesting? Is these are all duplicates.
Oh no!
They are. They're all duplicates. Because when I was looking at the list, I was like, "There's quite a few on there," and I'm just hoping they don't clash.
Yeah.
Thankfully, they don't. So it's another one that we've seen before, and I sort of heard a sigh when this one turned up. So now it's your turn to talk about it, Lewis.
Rob, did you realise when Tom was talking earlier? This is the one he was talking about.
No, it was the
Oh,
Fly
right.
B. It was the Fly B one. I noticed that.
Oh, right, okay. So, yeah, I don't think there's much need to say about this because obviously you mentioned it on Bob on, but don't like it. We'll just say it. Don't like it. It's a mess.
The rare thing about this one is because it's all duplicates, we don't really need to get people's opinions because I think we already know, which is fine. So interestingly, Lewis has also picked the S7 airline livery. Jack, on the other hand, has pulled this one out of the bag. I didn't think he would, but he did. He's also gone this one on the Austrian A321. I know Jack's feelings on it, but Jack, why did you actually pick it?
I mean, as I said, the Addams Family.
What Addams Family were you watching? Is that the only reason you picked it?
No,
Just Addams Family. Austrian.
Do you know what it reminds me of? Actually, I saw it in the chat, and since it's been said, I thought actually I cannot not see it now. South Park.
Oh God!
You can just see if they were going to chat, the mouth would move.
kill Kenny, you bastard!
Yeah, you bastards!
Listen here, Terence.
Yeah.
Terence, I have something to say to you. Really, Philip? What's that? Normally one of the sketches that Terence and Philip do, is that not? Terence, why don't you pull my finger? Okay, Philip. Don't ask. It's just childish. And Rob, it's so eerie how this round just comes up with duplicates. He's also gone, not for the specific one, he's gone for all of them. He's gone for all of the well tails.
Fair play, Rob.
Shit, that's right.
Well done, well said, sir.
Listen here now, Rob. Why did you pick this one?
It was dumb. Honestly,
That's like shitty walk.
Oh shit! Well, aye. Bart looks in the phone quick.
Well, I think this is Germany. I think this is a German. I think it's supposed to represent Bavaria. I think.
Well, like a Mars.
From how? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Mosaics are German, are they?
I don't know, Lewis. I'm just saying what I think.
What is this I see before me?
No, that's Macbeth, Jack. That's Macbeth. It's that dagger I see before me, Terence. No, Philip, that is my finger. Right. Round 9. That's going to be another one of the impressions that's going to be asked. Oh, do Terence and Philip. Okay. Right. Here we go. Round 9. Lewis, Vest 7, Jack with Austrian, Rob with the BA. Gemma nearly choked on a drink. Could be worse.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, Carl just says Jack's dinner table carpet on the tail. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before, Terence. I just unfortunately can't make my head separate from like here.
It's not been a new episode of South Park in quite some time, actually, is there?
It's just the old ones. The old ones are good.
Mm.
The Hartley Boys and their raging clues.
I think my favourite one was the Subway one.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I've got the South Park movie on DVD, and I've just reminded myself of a particular situation. I think it's they try and save Kenny, but they put like a baked potato in the microwave, and it explodes. They go, "Oh my god, you killed Kenny!" And I'm like, "Inspiration for Jack."
Yeah. I think you need to make that into his next
Yeah.
intro cartoon.
They tried to put a Jackie Potato as his heart because I think he
Yeah.
was trying to put something like transplant something like that, and he's like, baked potato. It's like, that's all I had for lunch. Damn it! So they try and put it in, wire it up to make it work, and as they sort of shock it, it just explodes. And I'm like, it's Jack's Jackie Potato.
That could be your intro, couldn't it? Now,
Yeah.
Jack,
Mark saying, waiting for Tom to say, respect my authority.
Yeah.
Respect my authority.
Batman.
Man, all my friends are going to school.
God damn it.
Hey, respect my authority. Hey. Doctor, there's a fat kid that is saying hey.
I'm sorry, Mr. Garrison. Suck my balls.
You wait until tomorrow's flight sim stream. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show. I am your captain, Terence, and this is my co-pilot, Philip. Say hello, Philip. Oh dear. Yeah, Loopy.
Baby, kick the baby. Don't kick the baby.
Yeah, kick the baby. Oh God Almighty! By the way, I've ended the poll for anyone that just didn't work. Lewis has taken home the point.
Hey.
That makes, by the way, things super interesting because we now have a tiebreaker and we're on round 10.
Yeah.
But it's a tiebreaker between everybody.
Ooh, next.
So after you said it can't happen, it technically has happened.
Well, I mean,
oh no, you've got one more.
We
to
haven't
go.
completely finished.
No, we haven't got one more to
it's
go,
gone to a tiebreaker anyway. So let me just have a look here at the choices. That okay. Okay. And okay. Okay. I wonder if you can get a mod just to, could you please mod Terence and Philip into the cockpit of my plane, please? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome on board. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to... How do I do this? Okay, we're going to go Jack, then Lewis, then Rob. So here's Jack's final choice to get the win. And it is Delta's Wavy Gravy, as they call it, 777. Or as they call it in other parts, Delta Flot. Because it was very reminiscent of the Aeroflot livery that did not last very long. Why'd you pick it, Jack?
Honestly, if liveries are as bland as they go, this one takes the absolute cake. I mean,
cake. Is it a lemon drizzle cake? A drizzle cake, by any chance? I say that because that's how Jack said, "Oh, that lemon dribble cake that we had was lovely." I went, "Dribble."
Harry Kane.
Okay, I'm interested to know what everyone else thinks about this one. This was up until I think 2008, I think. So, Rob, what did you make of this Delta livery?
Well, I'm a Delta fanboy. I don't mind Delta liveries, I have to be honest. I think they're quite good. Not the best I've ever seen in the world, I have to be honest, but definitely not the worst. Not the worst. Maybe a bit too white, if you could argue the point, but...
Interesting time in Delta's career, because they had the Ron Allen livery, as they call it, as well, and that wasn't too good either. But, yes, be interesting. Lewis, quickly, your thoughts.
Not a massive fan of the engine. It looks unfinished. It's not the worst. It's got silver belly, so that's not bad. I don't mind Vatel. It's not the best Delta, but again, as Rob said, it's not the worst.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting. It's an interesting livery. It looked okay on some planes, but maybe not all of them. But we'll see if that is enough to get Jack the win. Lewis
Yeah.
with Go,
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
but you've chosen specifically the yellow belly.
Yeah, and wasn't the what is it? Turquoise, isn't it? Is the other one, or sort of?
There's quite a few. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
quite a few.
Sort of, don't like it. It annoys me on so many things. It's trying to be low frills, and it's not really doing a good job. It's typical trying to muscle in on the no frills style, and it doesn't work.
Mhm.
What really annoys me is the go at the tail. You've got two goes. Why is there two goes? And also, why is one which not like fitting at all? And why does it need to be there? It's like someone's mistakenly copied and pasted it, but made it too big, and then forgot to book before sending it to the printers or something like that. Hate it. Don't like it. And they didn't last that long. So, oh well. Obviously, didn't work.
Okay, very quickly, Rob, your thoughts.
I tend to agree with the black, the second go and the tail. Other than that, it's not the worst, but plain and simple, I suppose. Easy as that.
Jack.
Banana milkshake livery, when you it really don't suit it. Yeah, 737.
Okay. So let me just get the poll ready. Because here comes the one that Rob has chosen to pick at the very end, and it's the reason why Lewis couldn't have it. Pepsi Concord. Don't need anyone else's thoughts. However, Rob, just very quickly, why'd you pick it?
Well, this has been a great competitor for me. This has done brilliantly for me over the course. It's gone to penalties, never in this one, and it's brilliant. So I had to end with this one again. So,
Rob, are you saying you've done a Jack?
I 2 out of 10 this one.
Yeah. You've basically done a Jack. You've picked one you've liked, and then you picked
Yep.
Aye, that's the Scottish way.
I feel cheated.
Now you know how Rob's felt on the last million occasions. You've heard Rob.
Right. I'll go and change now, shall I?
All right. So Rob's with the Pepsi Concord, Jack with the Delta Flot 777, and Lewis with the Going Gone 737. Which, funny enough, I actually believe they called one of their 737s that Going Gone. How ironic.
Well done, BA, for marketing.
Yes. Poll's now going in the chat. Who wins? Let's
Is there
go.
any point of putting a poll in? We know what this is going to be answered to now. We know what it's going to be. I knew I should have put it at the beginning last.
It would have been interesting if they were both last, because I don't know which one I would have had to put out to kind of
there is
into
no
a different
point.
into a different position. So it could have made all the difference.
We know what this is going to be. Well done, Rob.
That's Bridesmaid.
Touche, sir. Touche.
Did catching those flowers on 4 occasions finally work?
It's taken him 3 times to learn it.
We'll leave it running. Give it a couple more minutes. You're voting for the winner. Both, all 3 are on 3 points.
Not been a good.
Otherwise, I think everyone's played a very good game tonight. I think it's been. Do you know what? I think it's been a lot more tense doing the worst liveries than it is actually picking the best ones.
Do you know what I was just thinking? The fact that we've all picked similar means you're going to get that for a lot if you were to do this again. I don't know if there's not many out there as bad ones, is there? As much as those, I don't know.
I can think of a few more.
Really,
but I won't say anything because as long as we don't see Air India again.
What an abomination!
Absolute shower of shit.
What's the
Didn't get the
one we've
worst
seen
though, did it?
What do you think's the worst one we've seen tonight?
Air India.
Concorde.
You're not going to get anything else out of me. It's totally Air India.
Either Concorde or World Tales for me.
Let's have a look at what could have been for Air India. No, they're all trash. Definitely trash.
One of the I don't know, interesting part. I don't know where it was. Saw it. One of the designers for Concorde mentioned about the Pepsi, and he actually said if he had the ability to veto a livery, it would have been that one. He was absolutely fuming to see they allowed it on the Concorde.
Bizarre plane to put on.
I don't know what Air France was thinking. Really don't.
No proper concept liveries. I mean, there's
that
one.
Was the French designer, not a British designer. That was the French designer who actually said that.
Right, let me show you that it's a bit of a mix on this one, just very quickly. A bit of a mix of the old Indian Airlines and the Air India titles. Miles better. No discussions. That is miles better.
Doesn't sing Air India to me, that one though.
It's got the symbol and the flag on the tail.
All right, I get you now. Right, okay, fair enough.
Is that an actual real picture or is that simulated?
No, it's a concept.
Okay. Looks very good for a concept,
Yeah, it's a concept.
really. Looks realistic.
Everyone's going, ooh, looks awful. You're wrong. You're all wrong.
I'm not. Yeah.
It was the final Indian Airlines livery before Air India took them over.
Have you got a picture of the 747 for the 80s?
What, in the new one?
No, the old livery, the old Air India livery.
Oh, the old livery.
The old 747 is usually the best one to see it on.
The best livery that they've ever had.
Yep, that was the one with the windows and stuff all made part of it. And
Come on, can we announce Rob as the winner? Because we all know he's going to win it.
Oh, I forgot all about the poll. Yeah, Rob won. It's not important. No. So the poll was ended. Rob 52%, Lewis 36%, Jack 10%, which means
get it right up, yous.
The bridesmaid has now finally become the bride.
Well done, Rob.
Well played. They penalties are Zagreb involved. That's sponsored by Fat Fuchs.
Fuck off. Right, recount. David says they'll be dancing in the streets of Zagreb tonight. Zagreb #1. Very good. He's finally done it as Rob.
Yay.
Rob is now the bride, not the bridesmaid. Time to take the bridesmaid dresses back. Cracking stuff. So final scores: Rob 4, Jack 3, Lewis 3. So definitely close, but very, very good indeed. Wonderful. Right. Very good. Jim says that fireworks I can see going off over Killy. There you go. Celebrations. Woo. So champagne out like Formula One. Very good. Well done. Right. Well done to Lewis, to Jack, and to our champion, Rob. Michael Painter says, well done, Rob. You know what's crap. Right.
You're right back. You just need to go for a dump.
That's a champion dump, that is.
That's that was an episode of South Park as well.
Yeah. Don't mind me, Terence. I'm just going for a poo. God almighty. Right, let's do some shout outs very quickly as we go around, and I mean quickly. Jack, over to you.
So I just want to say to Lewis, to Rob, and to you, Tom, yesterday was an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for that yesterday. Just to chat. Love you all.
What, everyone?
Yeah.
So much love. In
including Air India.
Bastard.
No.
Turn that down a little bit. No Jack cooking tonight because of the time. I didn't realize we were going for so long. We're going for nearly 3 hours. It's going to be like the longest episode ever.
Bloody episode though.
Lewis, over to you.
Well played, boys. Really good. Jack, well done. Rob, well done indeed. Well played, sir. Tom, thank you very much for hosting again. Great show as always. And I'll see you probably next show on Thursday for at London City.
There you go. Thursday at London City for Lewis, our champion. Go ahead, Rob. Tell us all about your shout-outs.
I just need to thank my wife, my girlfriend, my everything that's supporting me in this has been absolutely tremendous. I can't believe it. Get it
Look
right
at
on
that,
me.
parents. We have a pussy on the camera.
You need to start playing the sort of awards show music. Just push him off whilst he's talking.
I was just thinking more like the old small violin. Like,
Yeah, or a hook.
Also, these guys,
my girlfriend.
Lewis, Matt, Jack, cracking guys. Cheers for that. Tom, thanks for inviting me on again, mate. Much appreciated. And wish you all the best, guys.
Excellent stuff. If you want to take part in the next one and try and take the crown off Rob.
Should have been hard.
Quiz. Oh, gosh. 10th of March, I believe, is the next one. So if you want to take part in that one, then do feel free to drop me a message on any of the social medias and we'll get you on. Maximum of 4, include myself, so 3. No, 4. Idiot. Yeah, 4 people. No, what? 4 people. Yeah, just 4 people. I don't know what I'm on about. 4 people to join. So if you want to take on Rob, let me know on social media. Thank you to everyone that's been watching. Thank you to Rob. Thank you to Jack. Thank you to Lewis. Check out Jack's content, especially from Campbell. He's put a video up today. Check Lewis out. There we go. Check Lewis out on Thursday. And that's Rob. So... from all of us here and everyone in sort of association with the channel, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow for the flight sim. It is Luton to Edinburgh. We're on the STD run tomorrow. So, as I always say, look after yourselves and each other. Have a wonderful rest of your Sunday night, and we'll see you tomorrow for some more flight sim fun here on the Departure Lounge YouTube channel. Wave goodbye, everybody.
Bye, the Lord. Yes, the Lord.
Bye, everybody. Make sure you tune in.
Bye-bye.
Respect
Bye-bye,
my-
Terence. Bye-bye, Philip. Bye, everyone.
Give me fuel, give me fire, give me diamonds and a star.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Battle of the Liveries.